Welcome. First of all, welcome. This is Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, here to lead the conversation in important events and topics that are shaping today's society. Join the conversation by following us wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch our video podcasts. Rate, review, like, comment, share. Share with your friends, share with your family, hell, even share with your enemies. On today's episode, it's a sibling happy hour. I'm here with my sis, Aundrea. We're going to be dilly-daddling a little bit. Then we're going to be talking about what singles need to make in order to survive in major markets. And then we're going to be talking about the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. But that's enough of the intro. Let's get to the show. What up, sis?
What up, brother?
I can't call it. What's new with you? What's going on in your world?
Well, listen, as I spoke about on the show before, my home was vandalized.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, how do I prevent this from happening again?
Right.
And that is to get the Tony Montana security system. When I tell you my security system is legit, when I send out in group text, like, to my friends, I'm like, my cameras are up and everything. They were like, what in the trap house? What?
Yo. So I'm going to be down there 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks, sometime early April. And I can't wait to go out there and see your surveillance system because it is cameras pointing everywhere. Mm-hmm. It is nighttime vision. Yep. You are prepared. If the popo come looking for you, you going to know when they down the street, not when they at the door.
I will know. Like, you cannot even come into my cul-de-sac without me knowing.
Right.
I got my eyes on everything. And my cameras are infrared. So at night, I'm still getting 4K level picture quality. I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I get about 400 alerts a day.
Okay. So that would annoy the hell out of me.
I don't even have it on high sensitivity. It's on medium.
Jesus.
If a leaf farts, my camera goes off.
Time out. I don't remember leaves farting.
The leaves are alive. Plants are alive.
They are.
And if a leaf farts, my camera is going to pick it up. Okay. I got something for your ass now.
Oh, look, the thumbs up thing popped up on the screen again.
Oh, because I was doing this thing. I was doing that.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were watching the video version, for some strange reason, when you do certain hand signals, it pops up. I don't know why.
It even does it with thumbs down.
Nope, it's not doing it now. Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm. There it is. I don't know why that is. I don't like it. And I need to find a way to get that to stop working.
I don't know how to turn the settings off. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and right now they're perfect, and I don't want to mess them up. So it might just stay that way. But anyway.
I'll try not to give thumbs up.
No, but so like this is a cool thing to have that security system. And you also got that musket rifle.
Yes. I got my 1892 Winchester. who I think it's the same rifle the Rifleman had. Y'all might not know the Rifleman. The Rifleman is an old Western.
It's a TV show. It's an old Western TV show. Like in the late 50s.
Yes.
Black and white. And so I told somebody about the gun that you had. Mm-hmm. And I said, it's the Rifleman's gun. And I told them they said exactly what the name of it was, because I didn't know what the name of it was. Yeah. And they said that he had calibrated his rifle so that when he cocked it, it also shot.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't think my sister's does that. I think she need to cock it a couple of times like it's a BB gun.
No, he altered it so that he can customize it so he could fire just with the lever action. So he could get a bunch of shots off.
Well, you need to get it customized like the Rifleman did.
I'm not going to, that is our granddaddy gun.
That is our granddaddy's gun.
I'm not going to customize it. And I just looked it up. The Rifleman did have a Winchester model 1892 rifle.
I wasn't joking. When you showed me the rifle, I was like, this is Rifleman. Granddad was sitting there watching the Rifleman. He's like, that's a gun I need to have.
That's a good gun right there. I'm going to go get me one.
Hold on. We got to do our grandfather's voice. That's a gun I need to get. Because he had, well, he did. All right, so you got your musket rifle, you got your Magnum, your
Yes.
357 Magnum. You're
Mm-hmm.
fully stacked, and our
Yep.
brother is there. You are
Yep.
fully secure. My dad will be down there soon.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I said my dad. Our dad will be down there soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be down there soon, and you know when
Yeah.
I get down there, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my people out on the streets. We're gonna get to the bottom and figure out what's going on.
That's the thing. They don't know. We goons. We goons from way back. And you can't do this and think we're not gonna get to the bottom of it.
That's the reason why, like, so these internet trolls that say these things, I'm like, if you saw me in person,
you would never.
You wouldn't. Because I can describe myself. I can say I'm 6'4", anywhere between 230, 240 pounds of muscle. I can say that. But until I'm there, until you see me in person, you have no idea how big I am.
Right.
And I can rip an eyeball out. Like I know I can. So the idea that these people would say these things, it's like, you wouldn't say these things if I was there. And
you can only do it online.
Right.
And it's just like the people who did this to my house. You could only do it under cover of darkness, like in secret in the middle of the night. Like that's the only way that you could do it. It's so cowardly and it's so pathetic.
Well, they can't do it anymore because you know,
because my cameras even say when it's triggered, it'll go, smile, you're on camera.
Really?
Yes.
You know I'm gonna be playing with it when we get out there, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna be playing with it.
I usually have that feature off because I get a lot of delivery. So I don't want to scare the delivery people because I don't want them just to throw my food and run away, you know?
Right.
So
and I be getting alerts when you because our Amazon's all connected.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I texted you the other day. I was like, who's at your house this late at night?
I was like, we're just getting delivered. Just DoorDash.
It's just DoorDash. All right. Well, I was on a podcast. People that may remember, I had Dr. Adrienne Adrienne.
Here we go. You got slow down.
Dr. Adrienne Trier-Bieniek.
Okay.
On my podcast.
Yes.
And so she had me on her podcast, Most Popular.
My bestie.
So if you Google search Most Popular, Dr. Adrienne Trier-Bieniek, and I'm in an episode. And for those people who want to learn more about me, go ahead and download the podcast. Follow her. You can find her on Instagram. You can find her on our website. She has a special profile for when she was on our show. Good stuff. Really good stuff. So I wanted to promote that.
And apparently she's my best friend.
Yes, she loves you. Well, everybody loves you. Everybody that's not a toxic male loves you.
Not everybody.
Okay. Everybody that's not toxic male or racist
right.
loves you.
So that's half of America.
That's actually more than half of America.
Yeah.
Because men comprise what? Isn't it 45%? Men are 45% of America.
I thought it was a little bit more than that. I thought they were closer to 48, 49.
They're just under 50%, right?
Yeah, because I know women are the majority.
So take all the men out, because all the men are toxic, have toxic masculinity. Even I, who is trying to evolve, still call women girls.
Yeah, and females.
And females. And I'm like, so just women? Just everybody?
Just women. It's okay.
But some women aren't women, though. And what I mean by that is they're a little young acting. And so they don't deserve the title of...
Some women aren't grown.
Yeah, they ain't grown
women.
They're
still women.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Because female, when I hear people say, man, this is how these females be, you could easily substitute the B word for that.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to feel. So that was interesting. That's your perspective, and I respect that. What?
I know, because I know what guys think. They're like, no, I'm not saying that. That's why I'm calling them females, so I don't disrespect them. But it's the implication is
The implication.
sometimes when you hear them talk, man, that's how females be. It's clear that you could substitute that for bitch.
Okay, we just gonna say the full word out here. You said the B word, but we just
It's in the Bible, I think.
Is it?
I don't know.
No, bastard is in the Bible, but I don't think the B word is in the Bible. You got me so nervous. The B word is literally my favorite cuss word. Other people's favorite cuss word is MF or F. My favorite cuss word is the B word. I said it so much one time. I was at UVA visiting my boy, and we was around his people, and I used to use the B word like in every sentence, and he was like, "Yo, stop saying that so much." I was like, "Wow, what's wrong?" He's just like, it's a lot of females around. I was like, "Oh, I don't mean it like that though." He was like, "Just still," and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." That's the only time that he gave me solid advice. Every other time,
oh yeah, you right.
That's how you got to carry it sometimes. You got to be like, "Oh yeah, you right."
Yeah.
Well, who I was listening to and I did not say, "Oh yeah, you right"?
Who?
One Elon Musk when he was being interviewed by Don Lemonade.
Boy, oh boy, that was tense.
Oh, I got into a debate with somebody the other day, and they were like, well, Elon Musk is very intelligent. And I was like, okay, maybe his IQ is high. He's an engineer. He's developed some stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe his IQ is high. What people don't take into account when they take into account intelligence is emotional intelligence.
And social intelligence.
So when I incorporate emotional and social intelligence together, but maybe I shouldn't. So maybe you're right on that one. So emotional and social intelligence.
Yeah.
He has neither.
No.
He is but do you know what I found with a lot of engineers?
What's that?
That's kind of how they think. To them, everything is numbers.
Yeah. No, I get that. But I think there's still a level of self-reflection, understanding yourself, and then understanding how to relate properly to people.
Yeah, no, the majority of engineers that I know, not saying all, I said the majority of engineers that I know,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, the majority of engineers that I know, which, by the way, ain't a small pool.
Why do you know so many engineers?
It feels like in DC, you're either a lawyer or engineer.
Or a consultant.
Who is also a lawyer or engineer.
Yeah.
So it's like you're one of those two things.
Yeah.
So he's talking about DEI and I swore I wasn't going to talk about race, but I got to. I feel like a lot of white people out there don't understand what DEI means. And the most important word in DEI to me is inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
So let me paint a picture for everybody out there. DEI is like you move to an area and you heard about this great gym, but you don't really know where it is. And you're not really good at working out because you never really worked out before.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody comes to your neighborhood and says, you know what? We've opened up our memberships to this neighborhood and we want to invite you in. Well, I don't know how to use the equipment. We're going to show you how to use the equipment because these people have already been using the equipment for a really long time. Mm-hmm. So they know. So we're going to include you into this and we're going to show you how to use the equipment. We're going to walk you around the gym, show you where everything is because all of our old members know everything already, right? So we're just going to bring you in and show you where things are and show you how things work so that you can use it yourself. It's not the gym saying, well, we got to get out certain equipment here because it's too advanced for certain people. That's not what it is.
Right.
It is everybody. You can now use this gym. And for all those people who are unfamiliar with the equipment or even how to exercise, we'll give you a pathway to learn those skills.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It is not taking anything away from you.
Right.
Unless,
Unless you know you're mediocre.
right.
And if other people are given an opportunity,
So
then you will lose out.
So I was talking to a white friend of mine, and I was explaining to them that, and they swear that they pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And I explained it to them. No, yes, you were broke in college.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't poor. What's the difference? Well, broke is you don't have any money.
Right.
Poor is you and everybody around you doesn't have any money.
Mm-hmm.
You always had the choice to go home. You chose to not live in your parents' house. So because you wanted to be out on your own, you have grown up responsibilities. You didn't have any money, but you weren't poor. You were broke. You always had a safety net to go back to. Certain people don't have that safety net to go back to.
No.
You and I were fortunate. Mm-hmm. We were broke, not poor. We were poor when we were younger, but we were broke when we got to college. Us individually, not the family. Us individually. So we had. I can look at that person and say, "Bruh, you had your own room growing up when you was a little kid. I didn't get my own room until I was 12 and a half, almost 13. There's a difference there. You was 5 years old just in your own room, and you had 2 siblings. You was 5 years old in your own room. That's not poor.
Right.
So the idea that you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, no. Well, I had this, it's the same. It's not the same. Because you have a lineage, you can go back and know every single one of your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents. And guess what? None of them were restricted to earn a living, which tells me that if you're 4 generations in and your family is struggling, that's on you. Because I can tell you what, my family is 1 generation in of having all of their rights.
Right.
And we doing damn well.
Doing
so
just
maybe your family is just mediocre. And the spots that you lose is because you weren't good enough to have them in the first place if everybody was included.
But what white privilege tells you is that you are entitled to those spots on the strength of just who you are.
Well, history teaches that they're better than.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, we discovered America. No, you didn't. People were already here. Well, we westernized it and made it better. No, you don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. You expanded it to other people, but maybe sometimes
the nation that we were, it never even got to come to fruition. You cut it off.
Right.
So you don't know.
And maybe, yes, you opened it up to the rest of the world, but maybe the people that were here didn't want to open up to the rest of the world. Say, we got it good. I like to be in my place by myself. I don't open up my home to everybody. Everybody can't come in. People just can't come knocking at the door.
My house is Wakanda.
Right. Your house is.
You ain't getting in.
That's not.
Unless you got that tattoo on your lip.
But other people are like, hey, I'm home. Come on in. Knock at my door anytime. Some people are welcoming. So the people that colonized America wanted to be welcoming. Okay, cool. But that doesn't mean that the people that were here weren't advanced. And then you can say to yourself, well, we took the land from them, so it means we're superior. No, they came in and was like, hey, man, this is how we do farming. This is what we do here. We trying to open up the door, be friend. Your colonizing ass was just like, no, we're going to take everything.
Yeah.
It's a different mindset. That doesn't make you better. That makes you more evil. And I'm not saying this to all those people out there that are going to be like, you calling white people evil? No. Calling colonizers evil.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But so this idea has been taught in history that they are better than.
Well, because history is written by the winners.
Right. And why would you think anything other than that?
Yeah, because it's what you've been taught.
We've been taught as Americans, no matter what our nationality, ethnicity is, that we are better than. We are the greatest nation in the world. We are the most powerful. Nobody can test us. We now know that that's not necessarily the case.
Right.
Our military is strong.
Yes.
But we done lost some wars. So, and if you don't believe me, the Vietnam conflict, which technically was never really a war, was never designated as a war by Congress. So it's really the Vietnam conflict.
Except it was a war.
But it was a war because people lost their lives and died.
Yeah.
We lost that.
Yeah, we did. Because as Dad says, they were in the trees with Nikes and pistols, and we were not prepared.
He said Nikes and pistols.
Yes.
Dad is a fool.
And we were not prepared.
And
we came in there with fatigues and huge packs on the jungle, and they knew where they knew the jungle like the back of their hand. Like, I mean, we got in there with we went in there with hubris.
Well, we thought that we could go into somebody's home and go push them around. And some people, no matter how small you think they are going to defend what's theirs to their death. But this whole discussion started with Elon Musk and Don Lemon.
Yes. Don, I thought Don did a great job of staying on him. You know, depending on which news organization you watch.
Right.
Either
or who you support, what side of the fence that you're on.
Right. Either the headline is Elon's brutal takedown of Don Lemon, or the headline is Don Lemon's brutal takedown of Elon Musk. So, who do I think won the fight? Don, because he had Elon on the ropes the whole interview. There was a lot of hemming and hawing, a lot of I don't have to answer. I'm only answering this because you're on my platform, and then, you know, for 24 hours later, for him to get a text that his contract is canceled.
Well, it wouldn't be, his show wasn't canceled. It just wouldn't be
on X. Yeah.
On X. And I was like, okay, whatever. You don't like tough questions. The man that's all for free speech can't answer questions.
Yeah, because he's also thin-skinned. So
yeah,
he can't handle questions about him, about things that like the ketamine use. He put that out there.
Right. He's like, well, that's personal. Yeah, you personally put that out there.
You tweeted about it.
Yeah,
so
that's you. And last I checked, Twitter is public, both figuratively and literally. It's a publicly traded company. You put it out there like that. That's on you. I'm a journalist. You put it out there. I want to ask you about it because you're in control of this huge social media platform that
and
is
a space program.
Well, the space program, you know, and an internet program, because he was providing internet to Ukraine and then pulled it. I think that's what happened. You know what? Let me just take that all back. I don't remember the particulars, but I know he was providing something and maybe he stopped providing it. I thought Don actually pulled a lot of punches.
Yeah.
I thought, because as I'm watching it, I'm like, well, no, it's not trying to be gotcha. It's trying to be, as somebody who does interviews nowhere near as well as Don Lemon, but if somebody does interviews, when somebody says something, you're like, oh, okay, well, you open the door for this one. Let's go down here. Well, no.
Right.
No, well, you said this, so back this up.
Yeah.
Right? You're against DEI. Explain to me what it is. Well, there's no evidence to what you're saying. Well, that's what I believe. Then you can't espouse it as its fact just because you believe it.
Right.
Tell me, give me the definition of woke. Well, you can't give me the definition, and what are you fighting against?
Because they know that the definition of woke is not something that you can argue with. And so if they actually gave the definition of woke, which of course is to not just to be awake and aware, but to be alert and to be activated against discrimination.
Right.
That is what it means. It means not just to be against racism, but to be actively anti-racist. The moment you say that, well, I'm against people being actively anti-racist. You can't say that.
No, you can't. You can't say that.
So they're trying to turn woke into something else, but when they're asked to define it, they can't.
Can't do it.
They can't, because they know that the actual definition of woke, which is to just be actively anti-racist, is not something you can argue against in this day and age.
And then another thing that he said, and then we'll stop attacking Elon Musk because this won't play on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, is that I think we just need to stop talking about racism that'll end racism. No, that's not how that works.
Oh, you sound very
and I've had this
apartheid South African.
Because isn't he apartheid South African? We don't want to get into that. But I had a conversation one time years ago with an older white friend of mine that's around mom and dad's age. So they're in their mid 60s. Mm-hmm. And they were all against Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. And I was like, what are you against it? Well, it's not supporting, it's against our military. Well, he actually talked to a military person. The military person was like, I don't completely agree with what you're doing here, but if you still want to honor the military, and this is what you do. So he went out, he searched out to do that. So your argument is flawed from that standpoint.
Right. And there are several people who are in the military who said, our job is to fight for your right to express yourself the way that you want, for you to have the freedom of expression in this country. That's what we're fighting for.
So she was like, why can't we just talk? And I was like, okay, so you have a resource here. You have a friend who is Black that has grown up in every social economical category in this country besides rich.
Right.
I've experienced everything from different nationalities and been in white spaces, and I've accomplished a whole lot. Plus, I'm a historian. So you have a resource, but instead of asking me, what about this and that, you try to pontificate.
Right.
And I said, you don't want to have a conversation.
No.
What you want to do is not have a conversation because the conversation makes you feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I'm not here for your comfort because you ignoring it gives me discomfort.
Right.
So what are we talking about here?
Right.
Well, I didn't think about it like that. Nobody thinks about it like that because you guys don't have to. Mm-hmm. And if you want to have a conversation, I don't know about any conversations that are tough conversations that are uncomfortable. And guess what?
Yeah.
Uncomfortable conversations.
That's what makes them tough.
And uncomfortable conversations is what gives you growth and evolution in life. So when he said that, I was just like, oh, I don't even know why. There's no reason to talk to this guy. He doesn't want to listen. He feels like he's right. He's being magnified by the followers on Twitter saying that he's right. Mm-hmm. There's no point. Like, he's going to be that way to the day that he dies unless something dramatic happens to him in his personal life. That's just going to be who he is. So for those type of people, I just walk away from. I'm like, okay, you don't want to learn. I'm not going to entertain this back and forth. You are who you are. Cool. Mm-hmm. I just know not to rock with you like that. It just sucks when they have and are the leader of a major social media platform that influences culture.
Right.
Not our culture. Well, yeah, our culture, because we got Black Twitter. We still on Black Twitter.
Yeah, we're not letting that go. We're not letting that go. That's our platform to be ourselves.
And I love me some us.
We are hilarious.
Yes, we are. We are absolutely hilarious. Not us in general, but us too in general. Yeah. But we're talking about Black people as a whole. But us too. Us Black people as well are hilarious.
We gotta fight that hard for it. I don't know.
All right. On that note, we're gonna end the segment here, and then we're gonna talk about why it is so tough to live in a major city. That's up next. Hey there, podcast listeners. It's Bruce Anthony here, and welcome to another episode of Unsolicited Perspectives. Today, I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind lately, the importance of staying hydrated and taking care of ourselves. Whether it's prioritizing our health and wellness, or gearing up for festival seasons, or just gearing up for whatever season or time of year, there's one brand that's been my go-to for all things hydration, Liquid IV. Speaking of health and wellness, let's dive into how Liquid IV can fuel your well-being. Imagine starting your day off right, feeling refreshed and energized. Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier is the missing piece in your daily routine. With just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. It's perfect for those early mornings, pre-workout boosts, moments when you're just feeling run down, or even after a late night or long flights. I absolutely love how convenient Liquid IV is. The packaging makes it easy to bring with me wherever I go. And let me tell you, it's become a vital daily part of my routine. The flavors, let me tell you something, they're incredible. From refreshing sea berry and strawberry lemonade to classics like lemon lime and watermelon, there's a flavor for every preference. It's like a burst of hydration with a hint of deliciousness. Picture this. 1 stick of Liquid IV mixed in 16 ounces of water, hydrating you 2 times faster and more efficient than water alone. And with 12 mouth-watering and flavors, you'll never get bored with your hydration routine. Plus, Liquid IV is packed with 5 essential vitamins: B3, B5, B6, B12, and of course, vitamin C. It's also made with premium ingredients, non-GMO, free of gluten, dairy, and soy. This is hydration at its finest. But it doesn't stop there. Liquid IV believes that access to clean and abundant water is the foundation of a healthier world. That's why they partner with leading organizations, finding innovative solutions to help communities protect both their water and their futures. It's incredible to know that Liquid IV has already donated over 39 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world. They truly walk the talk. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code UNSOLICITED at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code UNSOLICITED at liquidiv.com. Remember, folks, taking care of ourselves should always be a priority. So why wait? Head over to liquidiv.com, pick your favorite flavors, and experience hydration like never before. Stay refreshed, stay hydrated, and keep rocking those unsolicited perspectives. So Jay, you sent me this article. It's from CNBC. It's written by Mike Winters. The title of the article is "The Salary a Single Person Needs to Live Comfortably in the 25 Major U.S. Cities." I'm going to let you take the lead on this one, but I thought it was really interesting when you sent it to me.
Yeah. So the only reason why I thought it was interesting is because one of the top 25 U.S. major cities is Arlington, Virginia.
11th.
It's number
the
11th. Yeah.
Yes.
So this article, first of all, these salaries are if you are employed with no debt. Okay. Because the way they define living comfortably or comfortable follows a 50-30-20 budget. So what the 50-30-20 budget is 50% of your monthly income can pay for necessities like housing and utility costs. 30% can cover discretionary spending, and 20% can be set aside for savings and investments. I don't know any single person in the United States of America who could put 20% of their monthly income aside for savings and investments and 30% to cover discretionary spend. Listen, I got debt, student loan debt, credit card debt. Okay. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Affirm debt.
Affirm
Quad pay debt.
Klarna. I owe. Okay. Okay. Afterpay. It's on there. Okay. I got them all. Like this is even if you live this way, I don't know anybody my age who does, but if you do live this way and you actually graduated college with no debt and got a good job where you're making 6 figures, good on you. You're a unicorn and you should play the lotto because
I actually know a few people like that.
It's insane.
I know a few people that live in this area.
Mm-hmm.
They had no college debt because their parents paid for their college. So they had no college debt. They had no credit card debt. And the only debt they have is for property that they own.
Yeah.
And so they good. But that's a generational thing.
Yeah.
Their parents had money, so they made sure that their kids didn't have debt when they got out of college. Not everybody has that opportunity.
Right. So the 25 US cities with the highest cost of living, obviously top in the list is New York City.
New York City is.
In order to live comfortably as a single person in New York City, you have to make $138,570 annually.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, okay, but where in New York City? Like, am I in Manhattan? Probably not.
Mm-mm.
Am I in Washington Heights or some parts of Brooklyn? Maybe like
Nah, you in
where?
Queens, in the neighborhood that Akeem came from when he was coming
Right.
to America. That's where you are.
Exactly.
Because what they said in the article
What?
is that they pay higher salaries in these major cities.
Yes. They
But
have to.
that doesn't really cover the cost of that 50% model that they're talking about.
Yeah.
Housing, which, by the way, discretionary spending, housing, and utilities is like cable and internet considered utilities. What about your cell phone? Is that discretionary spending, or is that
Yeah.
supposed to be part of that 50% budget? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's in that 50% budget for me.
Well, here's the thing. When they talk about the 50-30-20 budgeting, it's a little hyperlink. And if you click on it, there is another article by Ryan Ermey that's titled "Money Experts Swear by This Classic Budgeting Rule, but Most Americans Can't Afford It." Yeah.
Yeah.
They cannot.
No.
Okay. I get it. But I don't know what. So it says, okay, 50% of your taxable income to living expenses such as housing and transportation, 20% to savings goals, 30% to everything else, essentially.
Okay.
So the discretionary spend is just everything else falls in that bucket. So your groceries, your cell phone, everything else falls into that bucket.
So Arlington, Virginia, where I live,
Mm-hmm.
is rated number 11th, and it says you need to make roughly 118,000. Single person needs to make 118,000, and to be able to do this 50-30-20 rule, and must not have any debt. I know people who make double that. Single people that make double that, and still complaining about they are broke. Because you know why? It's really expensive to live here.
Yeah.
It is really. When I was planning on moving to Hawaii,
Honolulu is also on the list. It's number 16.
right below Arlington. But here's the thing. It's below Arlington. So when I was planning to move to Hawaii, everybody was like, it's so expensive in Hawaii. I said, I live in Arlington, Virginia. It's actually going to be a decrease for me living out there. Really? Yes. It is cheaper. It is cheaper for me to live in Hawaii than it is to live in Arlington. So yes, this was funny.
Yeah.
And it's also the reason why I said, I'm ready to go ahead and settle down just for the financial reasons. Yeah. I'm ready to go ahead and boo up just for the financial reasons.
Yeah. Well, Atlanta is also on the list. It's number 21. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
It's number 21. Apparently, you have to make $107,453. And listen, I don't make that.
Don't put your personal business out there like that.
You ain't got to know what I do make, but I don't make listen, you're scratching and surviving. Okay, but
not good times theme.
Hanging in a child line. Okay,
temporary layoffs. Good times.
Good times.
Easy credit
rip-offs. Good times.
Which, by the way, so I always like to kick the can down the road in almost everything in my life. I'm king of procrastination. Case in point, I'm still looking at this parking ticket that I need to pay for you, and I need to do it tonight because it's starting to run into the 30-day mark. Yeah, I need to really get this done. Just procrastinating. It's sitting right here on my desk.
Have you got the passport renewed?
Nope. Nope. I haven't got that done either. I'm king kick it down the can. So when you tell me I can do no interest financing or buy now, pay later, I'm going to do that
Yeah.
all the time. It don't matter even if I have the money.
Doesn't matter.
I'm still going to choose those options because why am I going to take money out of my pocket now when I don't have to?
When I don't have to.
Dumb logic,
Yeah,
but
we're
that's the way
not
I live.
smart.
Yeah, that's the way. Oh, financially, I'm not smart.
No.
That's the way I live my life. You know what the problem is, though?
What?
Is when you got 25 of them buy now or no interest payments in one day you got to make. And you look at your account. How did $732.57 come out in one day? What happened?
Yes.
All the stuff you got around your house that you didn't want to pay for right away, you paying for it right now.
Yeah.
This was dumb.
You pay for it every 2 weeks when Klarna hit your account. And you be like, damn.
Because you just be forgetting about it.
One.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. I have a high budget on some of those. Like it's Afterpay, I have a high limit.
Yes.
And I can use Afterpay will even allow me to use, like when I use Apple Pay, I can use my
yes.
Afterpay. Which means when I'm going grocery shopping, guess what I'm doing?
Afterpay.
Which means I got like 35 orders in my Afterpay account. And 11 of them can hit, actually, no lie. I just checked because Afterpay told me, hey, just a reminder, this is coming out your account tomorrow. It's 7 orders that's coming out my account tomorrow.
Oh my God.
It's not, I don't got to forget. It's automatic because they're going to get their money.
They're going to get it.
It's automatic. And I'm like, okay, cool. I know about it. And then the next day it's 6 more orders. And then the next day is 3 more orders. Why? Because I got 35 different orders at the same time. And I tend to spend my money on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes.
So during the weekend.
So they all going to hit.
They hit.
At the same damn time.
And it's not every 2 weeks, it's every week.
Yes.
And I just be like, all right, well, And as soon as I pay it down, guess what I start doing?
You start charging on it again.
Yeah, because it ain't a credit card.
Because now I done freed up more of my little budget.
Right.
And so let me go get this PlayStation.
Look, let me tell you something. I just switched my internet. And Comcast, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm about to call y'all to cancel my internet as soon as my Verizon files come in. I'm not going to have no problem. It's going to be a problem if I have a problem. But Verizon, because that's my cell phone carrier, gave me all these great deals.
Yeah.
So not only are they giving me a Verizon gift card, they're giving me a Target gift card. And they're giving me an Xbox gift card, all totaling over $500, right? Just for signing up with them. What do you think I'm going to do with that Target gift card?
You're going to spend it.
Well, I mean, of course I'm going to spend it. I mean, it's a gift card. I got to spend it.
Yeah.
I'm going right over to Target and going to give me the new Xbox. That's damn sure what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Could I use that gift card for groceries?
Because now you got an Xbox card.
Right. And I could get a game with my new Xbox because that's what I'm going to do. The new wrestling game just came out. I'm going to go get me the new Xbox and then get the wrestling game with my Xbox gift card. Boom. Verizon just hooked me up. And then you know what else I'm going to do? The smart thing to do would to take that Verizon gift card and to pay both my cable bill and my cell phone bill with that gift card and not have a payment for a month. That would be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, I think you should do that.
What I'm probably going to do is get a new phone. That's what I'm probably going to do is get a new phone.
We are financially illiterate, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we're not financially illiterate. We're financially stupid.
Yeah.
Because we know what we need to do.
Yeah.
We just don't be doing it.
Yeah.
And I blame my parents, actually.
No, broke is a choice. And I made choices that led to me being broke. And the choices are, I get somebody, I'm like, now I could put this towards some bills. Or I could treat myself.
That is a broke mentality. I ain't broke.
Hmm.
That is a broke mentality.
Yeah.
Um, I'm cheap because when I fly down to see you,
Hmm.
you know what flights I found that was the cheapest?
Oh Lord.
Frontier or Spirit. And I'm gonna fly Frontier or Spirit. You know why?
Hmm.
They'll get me there. They will
Eventually.
get well, whatever. They're gonna get me there.
Eventually.
It's a 2-hour trip. I'm not spending all that money on a flight down there. Look, 2 hours. You can sit me wherever. You can sit me in the back of the plane. My knees can be in my chest. I'll be all right for a $50 flight. I'll
I
be
told you
just fine.
you need to get on these flyer miles, these frequent flyer miles. I told you now.
I
You
think I
could use
signed up for
miles to
United.
pay.
Yeah, I think I signed up for United. And
Is that still a
what's
round?
crazy is one of my credit cards I know got miles. I just don't know how to use them.
The company.
I don't feel like I saw a meme today and it was like you an adult, but at the same time, you ask your mom, "Hey mom, what am I supposed to say to the people when I get there?" That's me.
Yeah.
You know it because
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
notorious for be like, Jay, like what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? And I'm the oldest, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the oldest sibling. I be going to my sister to handle things. Jay, can you take care of this for me?
And I'll be like, just call them and tell them this. Can you do it?
Helpless. I'm one of them helpless men. Do you have anything else that you want to say besides, it costs too much to live?
It does cost too much to live, and we are the stupidest species on the planet because we're the only ones paying to live here. It don't make no sense. And
What?
we we got the earth for free, and for some reason, we are paying to live here. I
I
don't know
never
why.
I never thought about it like that. That's a really good point. We are the only
No.
species that is paying
Yeah.
to live here.
Yeah. It makes no sense. So and I think they really undervalued how much you really need
Mm,
given the debt that people, especially like millennials, have.
yeah.
um I think you need much more than they quoted.
I think the millennials and Gen X as well, but
Yeah.
millennials, we got the most debt.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, like the credit score, that's a relatively new thing. Wasn't your credit score just established in like the 80s? If I remember
um
correctly, the credit score wasn't something that was always a thing. The,
no,
your
no, it
credit
wasn't.
your credit was a thing, but your credit score wasn't always a thing. But
Hmm. I
anyway,
I'm financially illiterate, so I don't know.
I was trying to look it up, but there's too many pauses in the middle of this, and people were like, "I'm listening to it. Why
Okay,
they just
so
humming and hawing?"
the FICO
The
score
FICA,
was
yeah,
first introduced in 1989.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Hmm.
FICA, yeah, yeah. That's new.
Yeah.
That's new, and it's the most important. It is the most important thing to our lives.
And this is a statistic here that people age 40 to 49 hold the highest amount of debt at 4.21 trillion in total.
And how old
By
am I?
you in between 40 and 49.
right, smacking mad right. Well, not. I'm towards the tail beginning of it.
Yeah.
I'm not in the middle of it yet, but I'm getting there. But
But by 2030, millennials born between 1981 and 1996, according to these statistics, that, the dates for millennials change a lot, but are expected to have the most total debt at an average of $228,000 per person.
and the boomers is complaining that you know Biden and the Democrats are trying to get rid of our student loan debt because we're trying
Hmm.
to live. We need to
Yeah.
live.
Yeah. We need a break. We need
Now,
something's got to give.
if what am I going to do with that extra money? I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
spend it.
buy a PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend it. I'm not gonna invest it.
I'm gonna go to brunch. I'm gonna get my hair done. I'm gonna get new lashes. Okay. I'm going
Well,
on
I can't. I'm not
but
going to do none of them things,
but I'm
but
putting
okay.
money back into the economy. Okay.
Yeah, okay. We're supporting small
We're
businesses
supporting small
and
businesses.
big businesses.
We're just supporting business.
Speaking of supporting business, that leads us to our final topic.
Mm,
This Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. Now, you're not too familiar about everything that's going on.
no.
So I'm
I
going to give
need
a
some
quick synopsis.
backstory.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
to give a quick synopsis. So Jake Paul is a 27-year-old social media star turned boxer, and he's going to be fighting the former heavyweight champion Iron Mike Tyson
Of the world.
of the world, of the universe, actually. I would put
Yeah.
him against some aliens. Now,
Any day.
I'm going to go back and tell you the ages. Jake Paul is 27. Iron Mike Tyson is 57 and will be 58 at the time of this fight. The fight will be broadcast on Netflix July 20th and will be fought at the AT&T Stadium, Jerry World in Texas. So a little backstory about Jake Paul. He started his career as a YouTuber and turned professional boxing about 4 years ago. He was a big YouTuber, and he parlayed that. He wanted to box. He parlayed his name and recognition into turning into a boxer, starting his own promotion thing, and he's getting money. That's one thing he's doing. He is getting money. These Gen Z, boy, I tell you,
Yeah.
they know how to get that money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's won 9 out of his 10 fights. 6 of them were knockouts. He's fought some. There's been a lot of MMA people.
Mm-hmm.
MMA people are mixed martial arts. They're not boxers. There's a difference between boxing and mixed martial artists.
And
And
I thought Jake Paul was an MMA fighter
no, he's not an
because
MMA
he
fighter.
kept fighting.
Fighting MMA,
Yeah.
he was fighting past their prime MMA fighters
Right.
that had name but were past their prime, kind of like Mike Tyson. People past their prime that have name value that he could generate money off of. He lost to Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is the best pound for pound fighter. Well, not pound for pound, but the best heavyweight right now. His younger brother.
Mhm.
so think Ivan Drago, his younger brother. All right. He
Yeah.
lost to him. That's his only loss. Now we know Mike. Mike is the greatest heavyweight, arguably, of all time.
Yeah.
He was the best in his prime, which was like from 85 to 1990. He's won over 50 fights, 44 by knockout. He's got
You
some
couldn't
losses.
blink
Right.
because if you did, the fight was over.
The fight was over. Mike did it was a lot of people that paid for fights. That paid big money because pay-per-view,
Yes.
$50 in
Was a lot.
1989 was a
Yeah.
lot of money.
You literally invited everybody over because
Yes.
you had to recoup that somehow.
It's a whole episode of Martin.
Yes.
Paying to get Mike Tyson fight, charging people to come to the fight, and Mike
Yeah.
Tyson knocked the dude out when he in the back room.
Yes.
All right. But Mike is 57 years old.
Right.
But Mike looks great. Mike
does.
looks better than I look, and
Yeah.
I'm a lot younger than he is. He looks great.
I don't know about that, but okay.
But he's also 57 years old.
Right.
But he's also one of the greatest boxers of all time. And
I
Jake
would be
Paul is trying to be a
nervous.
Is trying to be a boxer. Jake Paul been boxing for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
That's not. I'm hemming and hawing because that's not a lot of time, right? To be boxing and to think you're gonna fight even a really old Mike Tyson. But you know what? Once again, Mike Tyson is really old. The betting odds are for Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if Jake Paul wins, just because youth always beats age.
No, I think experience
ain't that much experience.
beats.
Look, that's a lot of experience.
It's-
58 years old.
Let me tell you something right now, okay? I was alive when Mike Tyson was just knocking folks out.
Yeah.
I'm not getting in a ring with Mike Tyson. I don't care how old he is.
Wait a minute, hold on. There's a number in which you would fight Mike Tyson.
No, because I'm worried
that you might not survive.
that I might not survive because there's such a thing as old man strength.
Yeah.
And I don't want Mike Tyson's strength to then transition to old man strength. And he just he hike up his pants, haul off, and punch me in the face. Okay, with that old man strength. No, it's still Mike Tyson. I can't. No.
Well, so they negotiated. Jake Paul, the backstory is he negotiated this deal with Netflix. Netflix is trying to get into live sports streaming. They just signed a $10 billion deal with the WWE to produce their show, Raw. Well, not
Okay.
produce their show, but to air their show on Raw. So Netflix is trying to get in that business.
Yeah.
This is Jake Paul has a name behind him. He makes money, right? He draws people, and people want to see it. Whether you hate him or you love him.
Yeah.
People are interested in it. And that's what you need in the fight game. And Mike Tyson always draws interest. Even Mike Tyson hasn't fought in 20 years. And the last time he fought, his corner threw in the towel because he was getting his ass whooped against a journeyman boxer.
I don't know what that means. What is a journeyman boxer?
A guy that's basically a tomato can. A guy that basically got beat a lot. Okay?
You're using a lot of like boxing euphemisms. I don't know what a tomato can is. What does that mean?
A dude that got beat a lot. Well, maybe he
How
won.
is that a tomato can?
Well, because what you do to a tomato can, you beat it up.
What? No.
I don't know. That's just
I don't know either.
That's what the boxing aficionados say. I'm not no boxing aficionado.
Okay.
I don't even know if I said aficionado right.
You did.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I don't know why I got excited about that. I'm going to watch this fight.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it too. It's Mike Tyson.
I want to see it. I might even go over people's houses. I might not even watch it at home by myself.
I might have a fight party.
You know what though? I'm not gonna fly down again because I'm not coming to. No, I'm not. Even if I can catch a little $54 Frontier flight, I'm not flying down again.
Nah,
but I'm gonna watch it. People had this idea of what Mike Tyson was. I remember how it ended. Now, how it ended was against I want to say real boxer. I'm not going to dismiss Jake Paul as he's not a real boxer, but he's not a real boxer. So Mike lost to a real boxer. Somebody had been in the fight game for a long time.
Yeah.
That would have beat Jake Paul.
Yeah.
But Mike looked good at his age, but these little, like he's 50, he's going to be 58. A lot of things can happen, man. You can mess around and have a heart attack.
So I pray that he doesn't, but boy,
I pray that
he has not fought since
2004. Was it 5? I thought it was 4.
It says he hasn't fought professionally since 2005, where he lost in the 6th round via a corner retirement to Kevin McBride. Yeah.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, Kevin McBride. Just Google search it. That dude wasn't nobody. Everybody thought Mike was going to beat him down, and Mike got beat so bad, his corner threw in the fight. They was yelling like Duke from Rocky 3. No, it was Rocky 4 when Apollo was getting beat by Ivan Drago, and he was like, "Throw in the towel, throw in the damn towel." Some people not gonna get that reference. YouTube it. YouTube Duke towel Rocky 4. You'll understand that. But I think it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be excited to watch it.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting for pop culture. I think a lot of eyeballs are going to be in there because it's a lot of interest. And they're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, they're going to make some money.
They're going to make some money. Money being made around here.
Why did he pick Mike Tyson? Like, why?
Why wouldn't you?
I guess.
The first Netflix fight. If you're going to do a Netflix fight, you're going to get a person. If you can't get I keep saying a real fight. If you can't get a real boxers that have name to your Netflix, then you're going to go to the next best thing. And you know what? Even if you had the biggest names in boxing fight on Netflix, I don't think it would do the numbers of a Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight. You have Mike Tyson, who is the biggest name in boxing that they're, aside from Muhammad Ali,
right?
It's Mike Tyson,
yeah.
Right? Like there are no names bigger in boxing. It's Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. And Muhammad Ali ain't coming out the grave. Now, that would be an interesting fight if Jake Paul fought
like a
Muhammad
hologram.
Ali. No, Muhammad Ali coming out the grave.
No.
I'd pay to see that.
Zombie
Muhammad Ali.
No. What? I mean, Mike looks good. I'm looking at pictures. Mike does look good. He looks in shape. But he also looks 58. So
he was walking in the cane 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but there was videos of him circulating where he was in the cane. But these new videos of him boxing in them little draws, because he loves wearing little draws for some strange reason. He loved wearing 1980s.
That's what he grew up on. That's what he grew up on. And you gonna say that to his face?
No.
Exactly.
Well, you pay me a couple $1 million. Look, I'll fight Mike.
Ain't no I'll fight Mike. Yeah, all right. You talking.
For $1 million, I would fight Mike.
Okay.
For $1 million, I'll fight Mike.
No. Because $1 million ain't gonna be enough to reconstruct my face.
He ain't gonna damage my face. He gonna knock me out.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be 100% clean shot.
We ever seen where Elmer Fudd would shoot Daffy Duck and his little bill would spin around his head?
Yes.
Yes. That's what your nose is gonna do. If he knocks you in your face, your nose is gonna spin around your head and end up on the side of your cheek.
So all the money that I would have won would just be used for plastic surgery?
It's just going towards your medical bills.
Make my face what it used to be. I don't know if we can. Make it like it used to be.
We don't have enough material here to use it.
All right. What do you want to tell the people out there?
Man, millennials are poor. We need some help. Get rid of student debt. Help, please.
Oh, man. Yeah. You ain't lying. Help us out.
Help.
But on that note, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, as always, I'll holla. Whew. That was a hell of a show. Thank you for rocking with us here on Unsolicited Perspectives with Bruce Anthony. Now, before you go, don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, and share our podcast wherever you're listening or watching it to it. Pass it along to your friends. If you enjoy it, that means the people that you rock with will enjoy it also. So share the wealth, share the knowledge, share the noise. And for all those people that say, well, I don't have a YouTube. If you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can actually watch our video podcast. But the real party is on our Patreon page, After Hours Uncensored and Talking Straight-ish. After Hours Uncensored is another show with my sister. And once again, the key word there is uncensored. Those are exclusively on our Patreon page. Jump onto our website at unsolicitedperspectives.com for all things us. That's where you can get all of our audio, video, our blogs, and even buy our merch. And if you're really feeling genuine and want to help us out, you can donate on our donations page. Donations go strictly to improving our software and hardware so we can keep giving you guys good content that you can clearly listen to and that you can clearly see. So any donation would be appreciated. Most importantly, I want to say thank you for listening and watching and supporting us. And I'll catch you next time. Audi 5000. Peace.